Welcome to your new favorite band, the podcast brought to you by the LA Maybe. And now, your hosts, Dallas Dwight and Drizzle Silvera.
Well, hello. Welcome back to your new favorite band, the podcast brought to you by the LA Maybe. I am Dallas Dwight.
Drizzle, what's up, dudes? How's it going out there?
Special guest today
What's up?
is Roz.
It's me again.
I said Roz
Foz.
because it's Ryan and Foz mixed. This is the Jet Lag Hour. Welcome back, everybody.
Yeah,
It's going to be a pretty quiet, chill. Welcome back to the Jet Lag Hour with... That's my best NPR.
Tales from the Road.
Tales from the Road with the LA Maybe.
Back from the UK.
Yeah, we're back from the UK. This is the UK recap. We were struggling before we started to try to figure out what we can and can't say, so we're gonna do our best. Tour went great. We were happy with it. Everything was good. We had a lot of fun. Cut away from me, Driz. God damn it.
That was good to me. I had a good time.
Yeah, we had a great time.
I thought
Saw a lot
Edinburgh
of
was
cool
nice.
stuff. Yeah, we saw a lot of really cool stuff.
10 shows.
10 shows. How many days was it? It was the 1st through the 18th. I guess that make it 18 days.
Yeah.
That's a Saving Abel song.
Nice.
We played it every night on the road. No, we didn't.
What was your favorite show?
My favorite show. I guess maybe the first one. Sheffield was really fun. I also liked Blackpool, of course, but I kind of knew that one would be awesome. I'm trying to think if there's one that like snuck up on me and surprised me. The Patriot was probably pretty fun in Wales.
Yeah, I got 4 that stood out to me.
Yeah.
Yeah, it would have been all of those, and then Bannerman's and the Patriot as well.
So
Probably in that
Edinburgh.
order as well.
Yeah.
Yeah. So I really liked the lady who ran Patriots as well.
Angela. Yeah.
Angela was a gem and a true lover of artists and bands. And man, just like after we got done playing, she had already ordered a pizza for us,
Which was really good.
Yeah, it was really good pizza.
Yeah.
And
We
then
actually had some decent pizza over there.
Oh, yeah.
Several times.
yeah, so after that, after the pizza, we got done with the show, and then she came back down to make sure we were all taken care of, and then fed us some proper Wiener Schnitzel.
Yeah.
And
Yeah,
rolls, and yeah, it was.
Yeah, she was
great.
like, "You guys." I was like, "Yeah, we're still hungry." Like,
Yeah.
we had a pizza before the show. That was hours ago. We're ready to fucking
Pizza
eat.
and fries.
Yeah.
Interesting combo.
Yeah.
That's good.
I
I really liked Carlisle, too.
Yeah?
The stage was really cool, and I don't know, it just seemed like the audience was really digging it.
Yeah, that was a fun night. That was my birthday night.
Yeah.
That was pretty cool. Everyone
say-
gave me gifts. I
I'd
had a
say-
lot of gifts.
Yeah. I'd say that one and Bannerman's probably my 2 favorite.
Really?
Yeah.
Nice. Interesting choice. Yeah, a lady, she was so sweet. She was in Sheffield, and she was like, "I'm going to see you in Carlisle." I was like, "Oh, it's my birthday," just joking around. She was like, "I'm going to make you a cake." I was like, "Oh, okay, sounds good." She comes up into Carlisle with a legit cake in a box. She's baked a full, like, lemon cake, and I guess we all munched on it the rest of the time.
Yeah. I remember the last night, Goliath was just like sitting in bed with what's left of the cake, just like eating it out of the
Yeah.
Tupperware that she gave
So-
it in.
Good cake. Thank you so much. We definitely needed it and enjoyed it. We had all the sweets and sugars. I had a whole bag of chocolate. Just became like the candy bag.
That chocolate's awesome over there.
Yeah, they got good stuff. All the Cadbury stuff. Geez, there was a lot of good stuff.
Lots of Cadbury, just
we
like
had,
loads of Cadbury.
We had some good food. We had some bad food too. But what's some of the good food that you guys like? What was the food that stuck out to you?
I
we talk about haggis?
really love those donors. Those are super good. So I'm always
Okay,
happy
so-
when I see a donor shop.
I learned don't do donor meat because that's not good. I texted someone. I was like, "Yeah, I just had donor meat going on stage soon," and they're one of my UK friends, and they were like, "What? Why did you do that?" Like, apparently that's like eating like it's basically street meat, just like
Yeah.
whatever they feed rats and shit. And yeah, it tore right through me like immediately. Like,
So I had
that was in Bournemouth.
I had a donor once, and I will not eat a donor again, just because I had that meat off that thing, and I was like, this meat's off. Like,
Yeah.
so I haven't had another donor since.
Donor, yeah, you just got to do it right, like anything else.
Damn, I really love them. I guess I'm the
Donor
only
itself
one.
is awesome. There's nothing wrong with that.
It's
You just need to not get it from the gas station. It's the same as like
Yeah.
sushi. You can have fucking Nobu or you can have gas station sushi. But if you try gas station sushi and you get sick, like of course you did, but that doesn't mean you write off all sushi.
They
right?
just remind me of like fancy euros.
yeah, it's like the same thing, I guess. But I love euros, dude.
Yeah.
Give me that lamb.
That
all day.
in Blackpool, that like Asian buffet we went to, it was
They
awesome.
had some good stuff. It was
They
like
had
Asian and Indian.
Indian.
Yeah,
And Nepalese.
dude, Indian's another one you gotta be careful with.
Yeah. Fucking hottest lamb meat I've ever eaten in my life.
Oh yeah, dude. But it was good. You're right. Someone took the last piece of sweet and sour chicken. Or no, I had one piece or something like that. It was really funny.
Yeah. Well, they kept bringing out like
Yeah.
10 at a time
Yeah.
for a whole buffet. They're like, here you go.
Here you go.
Here's,
The most popular menu item. Here's
Yeah.
5 of them.
here's enough for almost one person.
Actually, you know what? I don't know if it was just because we were so hungry, but one of the best meals I think I had was the Domino's we had in Bridgewater.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, we needed that.
Yes. We just got Domino's. I don't know what you ordered, but did you order just the meats? 'Cause
No,
it was
so,
not like any meats that we have here.
okay,
No.
so the menu didn't have any of the toppings listed. It was just like different pizzas. So I was going to get a meats pizza, but the deal was like up to 4 toppings, and they were like 10 pounds each. So I was like, cool, I'm just going to get 3 of those. I'm like, do you have your toppings listed anywhere? And this guy's like trying to look, and he can't find it. I'm like,
You know the
"It's-
one thing you would want to know in a pizza
yeah,
shop?
I was like, it's cool. I'll just pick some off this meats whatever pizza right here. Like, let me do it. And he's like, still looking around for different kind of menus. None of them have just like the meat listed. So I finally convinced them to just
the mystery
let
meat pizza.
me pick 4
It
meats.
was coincidentally after we ate that pizza was the next day at the hotel when I had I don't know 6 times 7 times had to go number 2 and just I remember we were walking
Yeah.
back. I was like, dude, when we get back, I'm gonna
Yeah,
blow it up.
I gotta go. Yeah.
And I go in the
But
bathroom.
we had
Dallas is in
something
the
else, though,
room.
too. I thought between the pizza and that we had 1 or 2 things. I thought.
I didn't eat the same that you guys had that day. It was like a travel day, and
We
oftentimes
had the pasties, right?
I didn't have a cornmeal pasty. I didn't have one.
That-
Oh, so funny story. This was an accident. We stayed at the exact same travel lodge that we did in May on the very last day or the second to last day.
Yeah.
So we were all just like, oh, we're getting to the hotel. We get there. We're like, no way.
Yeah.
We were here already like a few months ago. And we walked in the door and it was immediately like, dude, I feel like we were just here. I remember standing right here. I remember doing this. I remember doing that. I know exactly how to get up, like all this stuff.
Mhm.
It was so weird because some of them over there, if you're American, some of the way they lay out their hotels and stuff, at least the ones we stayed in, can be very different than how we have here. And it was different from hotel to hotel. Like over here, a hotel or a motel is pretty much the same across the board,
Yeah.
regardless of brand, regardless of anything. Over there, dude, we stayed in mostly travel lodges, and everyone was different. Like,
Yeah.
one of them, you had to walk into a tiny room with just an elevator and a staircase. And you're like, what is this? And then it's like you go up and then into the building, and that's how you get to the reception desk. It
Yeah.
was just like, what?
The very last one had
Yeah.
a Toby's carvery just
Yep, attached to it.
connected
It was
to
like
it.
part of it. Like,
Other ones have whole ass travel centers
yep.
at the bottom.
Yeah, it's like a rest area, but you also have your food, gas, all the stuff you'd want a rest area to be that America just, I guess, didn't think of.
Starbucks, Burger King.
Yeah, a rest area here is like a vending machine and a
all
bathroom.
in the bottom lobby of the hotel
Uh-huh.
that you're staying at.
Yep.
Like you're going down there in your footed pajamas and ordering like a Whopper.
And then you're walking next door and getting like a Twix and a Coke or whatever.
Yeah.
Like,
And then go outside and get a fresh
Yeah.
pasty.
yeah. And then go get gas across the street. I wish we did service stations like they do there. They make so much more sense.
Yeah.
They kind of do in the Chicago area, right? Isn't that as you're going
Yeah,
in
they
from the
have
south?
they have those big ones. Yeah,
Yeah, those are nice.
but it's still kind of the same thing. You just have exits.
I guess it's kind of like a Buc-ee's kind of. Buc-ee's kind of has everything, but it's just in one thing.
Yeah,
kinda.
but
They don't have a place to
that's
stay,
just
though.
one business. These are
Yeah,
5, 6
like a- it's like a little
businesses in
mall.
one. Yeah.
yeah. It just makes sense, dude. Our rest areas are like, what is this? This is a bathroom no one's cleaned in 2 decades,
Yeah.
and a vending machine that doesn't
and
work.
And a Chester's chicken.
Yeah, no, not even that. It's just nothing.
Yeah.
There's a park to walk the dog. It's like, what are we doing? You got to go to an actual exit, like go into a town to get shit.
Yeah.
I was gonna ask, do we have a favorite city? I guess everybody's gonna say Edinburgh.
Yeah, Edinburgh for sure.
Yeah, Edinburgh. I'll second that.
Bournemouth was pretty nice, but yeah, nothing compared to Edinburgh for sure.
Yeah, I got a lot of videos and pictures. So Edinburgh has like a big castle, and
Famous castle.
How old do you think that city is?
It's an old city for sure. Like everything over there is built in the year 3 or something.
Yeah,
Yeah, it's just like since time has been this castle.
yeah.
Like,
I was a little tourist, just walking around.
Yep.
Getting
we
pictures.
wanted to go in the
and
castle.
taking
And they were
videos.
like 20 pounds each. We were like,
Yeah,
we want to buy gas more.
It's just a cool $100
Yeah.
to walk around the castle.
Yeah, well, 100 pounds. It'd be like 130 bucks.
Right.
Like,
We'll take the picture outside.
we'll take a picture and fucking go walk somewhere else and be able to get fuel on the way home. How about that?
Yep.
God damn, I can't remember what I was going to say. I came back with a little bit of a cough, though.
Edinburgh was fun for me because I went out the night before. We were there for 2 nights, and I went out the night before and walked around their like world famous Christmas market,
Yeah, dude.
which was really cool. It's literally just like 2 miles long, just tons of stuff. There's like a Ferris wheel and food and all kinds of stuff you can buy. And I had this like hot wine drink. It was like
mulled wine. Yeah.
yeah, bold wine. It was like a hot cider.
Yeah.
But it's wine with like spices.
Spices and
and
stuff,
it's
yeah.
really good.
So I went out in the Christmas markets in Carlisle and stuff, which were not like Edinburgh, but were very similar.
Yeah.
And had mulled wine and all that as well. Went to this place called Hotel Chocolate. It's like it's just a store. It's like a chocolate store, but it's like the top. It's like really good stuff. And they in the back they had a bar that would make you hot chocolate. Oh my God, dude.
Oh man.
It was walking around the freezing Carlisle Christmas markets with like the perfect cup of hot chocolate. It was amazing.
That's awesome.
And they just had all like gyros and this like French stand, which had like garlic chicken and potatoes and beef and stuff. It was all just so good.
Yeah.
The mulled wine was pretty good. I just got a small one, but it wasn't. I couldn't drink like a big one of those. I don't think.
The flight in was awesome.
Yeah.
We flew on a giant
Oh yeah.
party bus of a gigantic plane.
Yeah.
It's just got like purple lights and house music and
Virgin Airlines. Yep.
yeah, the stewardess gave us a free bottle of champagne and
Yeah.
just like, good luck on
As
tour.
we were leaving,
like,
she was like, "Yeah, have a great tour." We're like, "Dude, this is gonna be great."
you guys were in row 70.
Yeah, something like that.
Just like you can't even without the curtains being closed, you cannot see the front of the plane. It's
Yep.
just
It's like
too
being in a- it's like
far.
being in
And
a
there's
Walmart.
too many neon lights.
Yeah, dude, it really was. When we walked in that plane, it was like, "Oh God, this is gonna be great."
Yeah.
And that was a good flight. The flight back, not as good.
Not as great.
It was just like a Delta flight. Like,
Yeah.
here you go. Shut up.
They saw there was like 40 people on the flight. They're
Yeah.
like, we're going to give them that plane.
We're gonna
over
move them to
there."
the seaplane
We're
here.
going to save a little bit
Yeah,
of Skrilla.
it's funny. The flight attendants just kept like I was in the very very last row, which was kind of fun.
Yeah.
Because I like being in the back of the plane. But the flight attendants just kept like nailing me with the carts or their hips or whatever.
Yeah.
I don't, and like every time she's like, sorry, but then they just like walk back the other way and do it again. Like
Yeah.
I wasn't hanging that far out of the edge.
Yeah.
I don't know what was going on. It was so funny. I was just getting like knocked.
It's because they were in such a rush to actually bring the carts out because 2.5 hours the plane was just like
Yeah.
doing this. I'm trying to watch that Harry
Fantastic
Potter
Beasts.
Fantastic Beasts movie. It's the first time I get a chance to watch it. I'm like, I'm going to watch all 3. We got 9 hours. No, dude.
Yeah.
I was just freaking out. Just looking at my phone.
Did you
like-
actually get through all 3 though?
No.
Oh, okay.
No, I got halfway through the second one and fell asleep.
I saw you. I looked over and I saw you asleep and one of them going, but I didn't know which one it was.
Yeah.
All in all, man, pretty good trip.
Long.
Fans, yeah, long. That was gonna ask you, how did it feel? Let's go around the room being on like this is the longest tour I've ever done,
Yeah, me too.
and the most like tour I've ever done, where it's like we're not at home, we're not in control of stuff.
Yeah.
We're just kind of out doing the thing, and that for the longest amount of time I've ever done it for sure. So what was that like?
That was an interesting experience for sure. Sometimes it's a struggle just getting food that isn't just crap and getting a good night's sleep. We slept in a couple venues that didn't have heat and
Yeah, it was weird, and I know they're going through the energy crisis and all that over there, but like the cold was getting like aggressive, where it was just like you couldn't escape it. You would go in a store, the heat would be off, it'd be freezing.
Yeah.
You'd walk back outside, it's freezing. You get to the venue, the heat's off, it's freezing. You'd go. The only time we ever had a reprieve was in the hotel, I think.
There was a couple nights that I slept in all my clothes with a flannel, this jacket, and like 2 blankets. I'm just like,
Yeah. Yeah, dude. I was
cold
I
out
mean,
there.
Last night of the tour, we're in Bridgewater at the Cobblestones, and we walk into sound check, and we're inside the venue sound checking, and I can see my breath.
Yeah.
And that's when I was just like, this
There
is-
were 2 venues like that. There was the one in
Carlisle.
Yeah, Carlisle
Carlisle,
and Bridgewater. Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah.
But dude, it just gets like aggressive, not the word. It's just like you just feel like you're just being crushed. You know what I mean? Like inescapable. You're just like, I can't escape this cold. There's no safe place. You go wash your hand, ice water. And like
Yeah.
the hot doesn't work.
Yeah.
You go dry your hands in the hand dryer. No hot air there, just cold ass air on your cold ass hands. And you're just like, dude, oh my God. Like
Yeah.
That's why I bought these gloves in Edinburgh, and I bought this scarf in Edinburgh.
The other,
dude, I was beginning to
So
think
I
that
was
there was
like-
heat in that country. Like
Yeah. So first of all, they're having like a cool wave, like excessive. Like everyone was saying for that time of the year, it was like more cold than normal.
do you remember they said that in May though about it being more hot than normal? I feel
Yeah.
like people just say that every year.
I feel like people say that every year too.
Every year about everything.
Because what's funny is
Just
if you
if you're
go
not there,
back,
you know?
if you go back and like look at like just weather patterns, it like document. It's just like because it's not
This
that
is
crazy.
about right.
It's really
Yeah,
not
this
that
is- yeah,
crazy.
This is normal.
the other
Yeah.
venue,
You're just not from here. So
the
we're
other
gonna say
venue
it,
that
yeah.
was really cold was Night Train. I
Mhm.
remember specifically
Yep.
they had coffee in the back, and I made it. I didn't even want the coffee. I just held it in my hand to just warm my hand up.
Yeah.
Sitting in the green room.
Yeah.
Night Train was frigid for sure.
Awesome venue though.
Yeah, cool
Yeah,
venue.
sick venue.
But yeah, it was the cold was
What's the word I'm looking for?
well, it was just like
Like
the heat.
overbearing?
Yeah, the heat plates or whatever hot plates. There's like most places don't have central
because they were
AC
built
there.
in the year 3. Yeah.
Yeah, because they were built in the year 3.
Yeah.
And
Never
so-
improved upon. Just
And
We're
then,
good.
you know, a lot of them are just like old brick. So, like, obviously, brick's going to be fucking cold with, like,
yeah.
you know. So, it was.
That's one thing, dude. Even just pictures of some places in the UK, you just look at it, you're like, that looks freezing. Like,
Yeah.
and I see
Yeah.
the sun and everything, and that looks cold. Like,
Or just
it's
like-
just so like cold and like just because the old castle vibe, it just feels like, geez, man.
If I had to stay there like another week, I would have started slaughtering sheep in some of the fields.
Yeah,
just like
tauntaunting,
and
just
there's
sleeping in the sheep.
trying.
Yeah.
No, just, no. Slaughtering them, just praying to the sun. Like, come out, come
Yeah.
back.
And
We saw the
plen-
sun, I
there's-
think, 3
There's
times.
definitely plenty of sheep to choose from.
Yeah.
I feel like
Yeah.
all we saw was just open fields and sheep.
So we have a theory. We didn't see any goats. So what we think is they killed all the goats already as sacrificially, and when it didn't work, they were just like, well, we got to
Shit,
keep the
we
sheep.
shoulda killed
We got to
something
keep
else,
the
yeah.
sheep for food.
And most of the cows too.
So yeah, I mean,
saw
it's just
cows
like
one time.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
It was a
you're
big
right.
moment.
Yeah. Dude, how many times did we see the sun, though? For legitimately, I think we saw the sun 3 or 4 times. We were
yeah.
there for 18 days. Like,
Yeah, and it'd be for 4 hours
20.
tops.
Yeah, 20 minutes. 30.
Tops.
Dude, there was one time you'd look outside. All right, you're in the van. It'd be like that twilight time. We're here where I'm from. You'd think it's 7 or 8 o'clock. 2:30 in the afternoon.
Yeah.
And I'm looking at my watch like, how has everyone not killed themselves? Like, this is ridiculous, dude. Like, it would be getting dark at like 4.
Yeah, they had this freezing fog stuff that was going on too. That was creepy.
Yeah.
You'd be driving through some spots and like look out the window and there's a field and there's snow and you know there's something there, but it's like the movie like The Mist, where it's just like you literally can't see anything. It was crazy. They called it freezing fog, and that's
I
really
am
hard to say.
30
'cause
years
we
old
kept
now,
calling
and
it
I've
freezing
never-
frogs.
Yeah, that's 30 years old, never heard of freezing fog in my life. So it's a new thing for me.
Another cool thing was when we were in Edinburgh, we were up in the green room. I was looking on the door for one of the bedrooms, and there was a sticker of one of my buddies' band from high school was up on
That's amazing.
up on the wall. I took a picture. I sent it to him. I was like, dude, I'm Scotland. Like, that's pretty cool.
That's awesome. Were they there or something?
I mean, I'd assume so.
Yeah. It wasn't just like a fan.
Yeah. Orders one sticker just
Our
to
sticker's
put
in
on
the
the
bathroom
door.
somewhere. I don't remember where. I put it in. I had like a big blank space by the sink, I think.
It's awesome.
Yeah, that was an interesting place for sure. Super cold.
Edinburgh?
No sun. No, just
Or
the
just in
whole
general,
just UK. Yeah, Edinburgh was like
We should run through like the rough itinerary.
Edinburgh had cool vibes. Like
Yeah,
even though it was
amazing.
kind of like colder. It was colder there than everywhere else, I think. But and there was more ice and snow there than everywhere else.
Mm-hmm.
And that was where we had the freezing fog kind of driving into
On the
it.
way in, yeah.
But Like the
Crazy
vibes of
Frog.
the city were like way better than like London for sure.
I would agree. So we started out, we flew in, and then we stayed south of Sheffield for a day. Nothing happened. Then we went into Sheffield, and we played the show. That went awesome. The New Roses invited me up. I played, what was the song? I never remember. Rockin' in the Free World.
Yeah,
Keep
keep
Rockin' in the
on
Free World,
rocking
yeah.
in the free world.
Neil Young. So we're backstage after our set, and I take my guitar off and stuff because we have the same green room with them. And Timmy goes, "You want to come play with us?" I was like, "Yeah, what are we doing?" He was like, "Keep rocking the free world. You know it?" I was like, "Nah, I'll learn it." So they
Yeah.
went up and started playing, and I just sat there and learned the song real quick, and then they pulled me up. It's like song 6 or 7 or something, and we just jammed that, and it was super fun. And then,
That crowd was amazing.
yeah, the crowd was really great. And then from Sheffield, we went to the Patriot. So we went across west and went into Wales.
Yeah.
And Welsh, a lot of their signs are in Welsh, dude.
Craziest language
Dude, it looks like
you've
it
ever
looks
seen.
like it looks like someone got a keyboard and just went word. Word. Like it's just like what? Where do you even begin with this thing? Is there a vowel in there? It's all
Yeah.
consonants with an
Yeah.
apostrophe in the middle.
Yep.
Like what is this? But it's so crazy, dude. But it was really cool to be there and see that. And then we stayed there in the venue. That's what we were talking about with the bunks and the pizza and all that stuff.
Yeah.
Side note, it was a biker's bar too.
Yeah.
Which was cool.
Yeah.
There was a bunch of bikers there. What
Were
was the biker gang? Do you guys remember?
Patriots.
I don't know.
No.
Something MC.
That wasn't what the gang was called.
Was it something with a dragon?
MC just is motorcycle club.
Yeah, but that's what I'm saying. Was it something with a dragon?
No. I don't remember.
I'm pretty sure I saw pictures of their cuts that had
I
the
don't-
word Patriot on it. Though.
I don't think I ever knew.
But that was just
so.
the venue. Let me look it up.
Yeah.
All right. Well, anyways,
After
yeah.
that, we went to London, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, London.
Monday.
Yeah, so London. I don't think. Do you know that old saying, if you can't say anything nice, don't say anything at all?
Yep.
Yeah.
That's how I feel about London. So from London, we went to Birmingham. well, we went to Blackpool.
Well, you speak for many in the band too. So yeah.
Yeah, for sure. And it's not London. London is a city I'm sure is awesome. If you have money, I'm sure London fucking rips. But for us and where we were and what we did, not so much. So we went.
If you can get past a single block and
Yeah. I mean, it's no different than New York or LA or anything,
less than 10 minutes, then it's pretty fun.
So, it was definitely more congested than LA for sure. We were just there.
We weren't in fucking LA traffic. LA traffic is one of the like top in the world, I think. Second.
Yeah, that London traffic, it took us an hour and a half to go 8.8 miles.
Yeah, but that was like Monday rush hour-ish, wasn't it? A little later.
A little later.
I think it was like right at rush hour though, because we usually get to a venue around 4 or 5 o'clock.
I guess it didn't feel like rush hour was because the sun set so early.
You would have thought it was
Yeah.
11 p.m., but it was probably like 5 p.m.
That's true.
But yeah, dude, as far as LA traffic, I swear I saw it on a list somewhere that it's in the top 5 in the world, I think. Just that big like 8-lane interstate they have that is literally just a parking lot for hours every day.
Mhm.
Like, dude, insane. Atlanta is also, I think that's number 2 in the U.S. Just absolutely insane. We've been stuck in that, I think, or I have in one band before.
What was your guys'
Not fun.
favorite supporting band?
Someone asked me that. I think, let me remember how to pronounce it. A priori. Nailed it.
Yeah, they were.
I always
they
said
were
a
awesome.
priori.
Got it.
A
Got
priori is what I said, but then I was corrected to a priori. So they were great. Yeah. And that was where we left off in the itinerary. So from London, we went to Blackpool. And we stayed in Blackpool 2 nights. We stopped in Birmingham on the way, and we stayed at a really nice Travelodge at the airport. It
Yeah,
was a really nice one. It had the full restaurant. The guy at the counter was like the nicest guy ever.
yeah.
Like when we arrived, he was so helpful.
I really liked when we played at Night Train, Liberty Slaves.
Mhm.
They opened for us. They were really cool.
Yeah.
It was like kind of like a Misfits style punk rock, and the guy just had like really dirty punk rock vocals, and that was awesome.
awesome.
Yeah, my 2 favorites were definitely Liberty Slaves and a Priory.
Yeah. And Pink Beanie, dude.
Yeah,
Pink Beanie.
Laura Price.
Yeah, thank you.
Laura Price.
Yeah, Laura Price.
Wish I could remember the name of the band.
I think it was just Laura Price. band, right?
No, it
Lower Price
was
Music?
they had
Or they had a
they
band
had a
name?
name, but they've only been together for like a couple months.
Yeah.
So they didn't have any kind of social media for the band itself.
She did. So shout out Lower Price.
Yeah, you were good. Your
Yeah.
band was good.
Pink Beanie. Between every song, I was just shouting, Pink Beanie!
Yeah,
That's the name of her album and a single on that album as well.
the band, both the bands that opened for us at the Patriot were really cool too. Zach and the Newmen and
Yeah, they were cool.
or
Younger kids, that group.
Ortario, I think was
It was something like that. I don't remember the exact.
Ortario, I think was the other band, and they were like pop punky, but then they would hit
That's
some
right.
like
That's right.
hardcore breakdowns.
Yep.
Singer had like long hair and he just starts screaming. You're like, okay, this is cool.
It was awesome.
Like
Yeah,
that.
Zach. I got to throw that in there too. I totally forgot to say Zach and the New Men, right? The new
Yeah,
guys.
and they're like 18.
Yeah. Yeah, 18,
They were
except for
great.
one that was like 19. Yeah, I
Oh,
literally
he's
was
a
like,
fucking dinosaur.
Yeah,
huh?
old as shit.
I was like,
Jesus Christ.
no, I literally
Never
went
gonna
around.
make
I was like, how old are you?
Yeah.
How old are you?
Too old.
How old are you? You know?
Yeah.
Jedi counseling.
Give it up, Grandpa.
Yeah. 19.
Still trying to be a rock star at 19. Huh?
Oh, man. Never going to make it, man.
Yeah. He'll never.
Nobody made it after 19. Not one person. Name one person.
Learn. Yep.
It's like everyone. Yeah, all the support acts we had were great, and we definitely can't thank them enough for supporting us and coming out and being there and being a part of everything.
Yeah.
So from Blackpool, we went to Bradford. Yeah, Bradford and then Carlisle. So it was, we did like 3 sets of 3 and then 1 at the end for a total of 10. So we had the ones we've already talked about, Sheffield, Crumlin, London. And then we did Blackpool, Bradford, Carlisle. And then we did Edinburgh, Norwich, Bournemouth, which was just like, what?
Yeah.
Please do me a favor and open up Google Maps and look where Edinburgh, Norwich, and Bournemouth are. Literally the entire UK, you go like from the top to the side to the other side.
And then you can just see all of our in-between gigs on the way.
All
that
of the
we-
way.
that
Yeah,
we
yeah,
passed.
yeah. Hey, we
This is
played there.
kinda
Hey,
where
we played there.
This is kind of where we started.
Hey, there's a
and then
city
we
where
go up
everyone
here,
asked us to play.
And then we just pass everything on the way to the bottom.
Yep. Passing all the cities, people texted us like, "Can you play our?" Like,
But
Newcastle.
still, it's so small that going from top to bottom was
8 hours.
not as bad
Didn't
as
even
us
feel like
going halfway left to right.
Yep. That was like 20.
Yeah.
Yep.
8 hours from Edinburgh to what, Norwich?
Yeah.
And it
Norwich.
was like 20 hours to Oklahoma.
Yeah. Say Norwich over there and watch how fast everyone loses their mind.
Yeah,
And which are- and
no
then-
W.
Yeah, and then we just say, all right, we're gonna go eat a sandwich.
Yeah.
That always gets
I'm
a big
going
laugh.
right now. Which one do you want?
Yeah.
You know?
We have
I hit 'em with
pepperoni and
that.
we have meatball. Which one do you want? We kept doing that. And it got
No, it wouldn't be we. It'd be E.
E. E, you're going, which one do you want? Ridiculous language. It's our language. Edinburgh, Norwich, and Bournemouth. What are we thinking? We talked about Edinburgh a lot. I think it's maybe the London rule applies here too. To Norwich, at least.
Yeah.
Norwich is where Laura Price was, though, in Pink Beanie, so that was nice.
Yeah. Opening band was great.
Hot crowd.
Yeah. Crowd was cool.
Bournemouth.
Rough night. The next night.
The next night in Bournemouth, that venue I thought was super cool.
Yeah.
Canvas.
Yeah. It was like a bougie, like nightclub
Yeah.
vibe.
Yeah.
And then we get there and they're like, wow, we never have rock bands. We're like, okay.
Yep.
We're a rock band.
Yeah. Here we go.
Let's do it. And it was really fun. And the venue was set up really cool. And they gave us this green room up on like the 5th floor or whatever. That was really cool.
super nice.
And in the
Yeah.
green room, it was this big green room with like a private bar and everything. And in this green room was legitimately like a Harry Potter bookcase that opened up to a secret hallway that staff kept coming in and out of.
Yeah, that was pretty cool.
It was awesome.
You just see them coming out of the wall.
You would just see the bookcase open and someone walk out and like shut it and like keep going. It's like, all right, cool.
kind of felt like a hotel, a really nice
Yeah.
hotel.
Mhm.
You know.
Everything was like black and red and like dark. It's
Yep.
just like a cool vibe, like a jazz club vibe. They said they usually have DJs and like chiller bands, I think, like jazz bands maybe, something.
Yeah. Arrested
Yep.
Development was there.
Yeah.
Shout out JJ Boogie.
Shout out JJ Boogie, our boy. Yep, that's funny. From Bournemouth, we went to Bridgewater. And that was it. Bridgewater back to London, flew out of Heathrow. So yeah, there was lots of highs, lots of lows. Normal tour, I guess.
Yeah.
Did the best we could.
Good shows though.
Yeah. We definitely got tighter, I think. And we got better on just a lot of things.
I felt that.
Yeah. Just better, like because there's experimental moments of our show, and those just kept getting better. Because every night we come off stage and be like, I like what you did there. Let's try this next time. Like, and then we implement it immediately.
Well, we usually experiment while we're on stage. It's just that was really the first time that it was like night after night after night of
where we could hone in on it.
Yeah.
Instead of a week in between where you're like, I have no idea what I did. You know?
Yeah, right.
Yeah. You come off and in the van to the next city, you would just be like, oh, what did I do there? That was cool. Let's try that. Or I had this idea. Let's do this or whatever. And every night it would just get a little bit better or a little bit cooler.
Yeah.
And we designed came up with the idea for our new stage intro, which will be in action
soon.
Very soon. We have some really big news that we can't talk about.
Yeah, every night kept getting better until the last night when our monitors literally fell off and both our quad cortexes went
Powered
down
off.
that night.
Yeah. Dude, so I didn't know that happened to you.
Yeah.
I thought that only happened to me.
No.
But I'm jamming, right? I'm up there jamming. And I'm like, all of a sudden, like, I don't think I hear myself. Like, really don't hear myself.
Yep.
And I look over, my quad's just black. I'm like, oh, cool. So I go over there, and I'm like, what happened? And I see that the plug had fallen, or the plug had come out.
Yeah.
I didn't immediately realize that my monitor had fallen. I had no idea. So I just plugged it back in, and then I realized the cable was stuck on something, and it was stuck under the monitor. That's when I realized, oh, my monitor has fallen and knocked my plug out. So, because he had set the monitors on the subs, which if you know anything about bass, it shakes stuff. Yeah. So, something to consider as a sound guy.
The problem is you put a band who moves a lot on a very small stage with a bunch of shit in the way.
Yeah.
It's gonna end up on the ground.
I tell every sound guy. Every sound guy's like, do you mind if this cab's here?
I'm like 2 songs, it's all on the ground.
Yeah. And I always try to warn people. I'm always like, hey man, I know I'm kind of just chilling right now, but I move a lot. So like if there's, a cab in the way or like the opener's pedal or like anything like that, like, and if it's, if we're supporting, of course, I accommodate anything. But if it's our stage that kind of we're headlining, it's like, I really need the space. Otherwise, and it's for your shit's safety because I'm just gonna knock it over. Like, it's not gonna be on purpose.
Definitely not on purpose.
Yeah,
just fucking rocking out.
Yeah, I'm just moving around. It's just a whirlwind, and all of a sudden I bump into a cab that I didn't know was there. I didn't even know that thing was behind me until I hit it. Yeah, no idea. It's like I'm used to being able to have some space.
Didn't it fall off the stage?
It was weird because what I did was I stepped back, and cabs have that little lip at the bottom, and my heel caught that lip. And when it did, my foot froze. So I leaned back and fell into it. And I felt it fall back, but not all the way off the stage. Because if it had fallen off all the way off stage at that exact moment, I would have gone with it because I was fully leaning on it. It had me. Like I was going down. And then I kind of stumbled back forward and then got up. And I had assumed that it was just stuck like halfway off the stage because I thought a wall was there. I thought it was just leaning on a wall because that's what it felt like when I was falling. And then I turn around later and it's just fully off the stage. I was like, oh, okay. I'm just lucky I didn't fall off stage because I would have.
No, that was crazy. So I literally lost my monitor the first set. It literally fell off the sub.
First song?
First song. Yeah, not
mine
set.
happened in the second.
Yeah. So it was the first song. It falls off. I can't hear jack at that point in time. I'm like, whatever. I don't have to be able to hear myself.
Right.
So I just keep rocking. And I'd noticed it hit my plug, but I was like, it might be okay, but I can't really reach down off the stage and because my plug was off the stage.
Right.
I can't really just reach down. But eventually that sub, I guess, was what I thought because it was plugged in this way and the weight was pulling it this way and it was kind of cocked out a little bit. The
cocked out. Love that.
Cocked out. Yeah. Anyways, the sub was enough to slowly work its way out of the power supply. So, anyways, yeah, that was a fun one. We lost both our monitors. Well, your monitor fell in front of you, right? So you could still kind of like hear yourself.
But it was like pointing at my shins.
Yeah. Okay. So maybe no, you were fucked.
It was the same as you.
You were fucked.
It was pointing at my face and it toppled forward and it was down at my feet, so I could hear myself, but it was not great.
Yeah.
And
but we still just.
What do you guys think? What do you guys think about the surprises we threw in the set? Should we reveal what they were, or should we keep it a secret?
Let's keep it a secret so that people want to come because we only did that in the UK. We haven't done that in the US or any
original shows.
So if you want to see the really cool surprises, I mean, I'm sure you could find them if you dig on YouTube looking for live videos. Maybe
not so far.
Not so far.
I
Actually,
check pretty often.
Gotcha.
Yeah.
Okay, so
I never do. So
I do for fun.
I believe you.
I do every once in a while, mainly just to see how something turned out, you know.
Yeah.
But so it's very specific. I'm not just like sitting there just going through, you know,
Right. Just like,
you know,
Yeah.
whatever. But
yeah, go ahead.
yeah. So, anyways, I would say if you want to see it, and we're playing in a town near you or a venue near you, and we're doing original music, not just like, you know, the normal Charlotte, you know, Hickory Tavern stuff, because we've already talked about that, where you're only going to hear a decent amount of our original music.
Right. And it's a very different performance.
It's an extremely different performance.
It's not a different band. It's all the same stuff.
Well, when you're playing for people eating and drinking, it's like,
and they didn't pay to see you.
yeah.
So it's kind of like we're a lot more subdued, and we play a lot more covers. That's basically the only difference.
Also, if you want one of our UK tour shirts that we're never going to print again, and we only have so many of, you can come get one of those.
Yeah, at one of the shows for sure.
Can't find it on the website.
Yeah, it's not on the website.
Gotta come get it.
It's a special UK tour tee. It's got a design that is similar to one on the website, but a little bit different, and all the cities on the back.
Yep.
And it says the Long Road Tour and all that stuff.
You also have to catch me. I'm going to be holding it and running.
Right.
You have to catch me.
Right.
That's the rule.
We're going to be firing out of T-shirt cannons.
Yes.
And these are actual Civil War cannons that
Yep.
we have modified to launch a T-shirt at the velocity enough that it could pierce through a brick
Well,
wall.
we have to rubber band it to the cannonball,
Right.
and then you just
just
catch,
shoot the
and then you
cannonball.
just catch that.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, but
Ba-boom.
that gets expensive, so that's why when I make my T-shirt cannonballs, I
Right.
use those Amazon bags that shrink it into pretty much a cannonball.
Yeah.
And
And
it's
then you just shoot that out
pretty
of the
much the same effect.
Bowling
The
balls,
same density.
Bowling
That's for
balls
sure.
work too. You can use a bowling ball.
Yeah. We hit
fou-
you with
we
one of
found
those,
out.
one of those 16-pounders.
Yep.
That would
Yeah.
that
was
would
an
be cool. You
expensive
just have a
show.
big old hole in your chest. It's like, you can catch it.
But you could plug it up with your brand new T-shirt.
Yeah, you'll have a shirt. Just put it on over it. No one will know.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh.
As you collapse into a puddle.
Most of the blood will soak up.
Yeah. It's a black shirt. You won't see.
It's a black shirt.
Yeah. Come on. This is just common sense stuff.
Yeah, we were sitting in the airport, and I was in Dallas. All of a sudden, we go like, "No fucking way!" And I'm watching just like I had clicked on just one random short. It had a picture of a groundhog on the front of it. And the first thing I see is just a groundhog just chilling, and then all of a sudden it's just fucking mist,
Vaporized,
just
yeah. Yeah,
vaporized. Duz is like, "What?
Somebody
what
was
was
hunting
that?"
groundhog or something.
What was really fun too is running into fans from the first time we went to the UK, not even at our shows.
Right.
Couple, like random travel stops, running into people being like, "LA baby."
Yeah.
They're like,
what are you guys doing here? It's
Yeah.
like, shit, we got to promote better.
Yeah. Well, we'll work on that.
Yeah. Well, we did our part.
Donate on buy us a coffee.
Yeah. Go to our
On
website, lmaybe.com/tour, right at the very top. There's a link.
Then we can afford for everyone to be a fan.
Yeah. Right now, we can only afford a very small fan base.
Ta-da-ch.
That's so true, though, dude.
Yeah.
Man, I was just about to say something, but I can't say it. I'll tell you guys after. What else was I going to say about the itinerary we went through, the tour? We all felt good.
We have a big announcement coming probably, on the next podcast? You think we could bring it up?
I would think so. It's like, damn, it's like coming up really fast. Well, here, what's going on here? No, we're good. Okay. Yeah, we're just waiting on the all clear to say something, but we got it. We're good to go.
Yep.
It's going to be cool. And beyond that announcement, I think are coming a few more announcements. Those aren't 100%, but we'll see. Doing what we can. And 2023 is definitely going to start with a bang.
It's sounding like it's going to be a big year. We've got, a second single ready to be released in
Yep.
a couple months.
Yep. No
And,
date yet, but we'll see.
Then we'll follow it immediately with the third one.
Mm-hmm.
We have 5 ready to go out of
Pretty
our
much.
10-song album.
Pretty much. So we're going to be trying to give you guys, I've talked about this in a lot of interviews lately, but we're going to be, basically, I'll tell you what we're going to do, and I'll tell you why. We're going to give you guys music more often. So we're going to be doing, instead of a full album every 2 years, we're going to do, single every month, 2 months, whatever.
Mhm.
And then that will, once all the singles are laid out and the picture is painted, then that picture is the album, right? So you have the whole album just kind of spoon-fed to you instead of throwing the whole pie in your face at once. So the reasoning behind that is these days with the music industry is there's so much stuff coming out every day. I think it's something like 30,000 or 50,000 tracks are uploaded to Spotify every day.
Wow.
Every day. We're not like we haven't uploaded
Yep.
today. You know what I mean? Like,
yeah.
so there's no gatekeepers anymore. So there's more music than ever being released, which means there's more things vying for your attention. And we're only talking music. That's not talking about Netflix or YouTube or any of these other things that could be taking your attention as well. So if we want to stay in front of you, we have to have Spotify's algorithm and YouTube's algorithm help us to keep us in front of you and to put us in front of people that they think would like us. That's the whole point of an algorithm. We think you might like this, and oh, that's cool, and you like it. Now you know something new. Thank you, Spotify. Thank you, YouTube. It's the whole point. Makes sense. And to do that, they reward you for uploading more often, right? So that's why we're going to upload more often. But also, with all those things vying for your attention these days, you pretty much have like a week to 2 weeks, right? When you find something new, like Metallica's new single just came out. I listened to it and it was awesome, and then I haven't listened to it. Like, you know what I mean? It's just like I'm already on to the next thing. Yep. And that's Metallica. Like, there's no bigger band. It's like one of the 4 big bands in the world, you know? So what about someone like us? Like, how are we going to keep your attention? We're not. So you're going to be moving on every, let's say, 2 weeks after we release something. So we can release a 10-song album, and you're going to move on in 2 weeks. Or we can just release one song, still going to move on in 2 weeks. So it makes way more sense for us to just release the one song.
Because 2 weeks later, you get another one.
And because then we come back at you in a few weeks with another one. And
so
we keep being able to stay in front of you.
Basically, simple math, every couple of weeks you think about us.
Yeah.
And we appreciate it.
If we could release them every 2 weeks, which we can't, but it'll probably be more like 6 to 8. But still, it'll be less time for you to forget about us, right? Which we don't take personally. Actually, no one watching this show is probably in that percentage. It's just all the other people.
Yep.
It's all the other people that just kind of like casually like us, you know.
The casuals. The casuals.
Which, you know, appreciate having them too. It still listens and likes and fans at a
of course.
show, you know, potentially. So,
of course.
Not potentially. Yeah.
All are welcome in the Lamb fam. Lamb. That's our chant. That's our pre-show chant.
Yep.
We want to have a lamb flash on the screen.
That'd be great.
It's going to say chant now.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Chant now or receive merch
Half
cannonball.
the people are going, sheep.
And what? They just don't know.
Yeah.
Like, no idea.
You have to put the age of the young sheep, which is a lamb, for anyone confused.
Silent B, lamb flat.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Lamb flat, like definitely that's what
my favorite animal.
A lamb that didn't make it across the road.
Right.
You know.
Yeah.
Lamb.
Yeah, the lamb that tried to cross the Nile or whatever with those Crocs. You see, like the wildebeest do. That's always so funny.
It's probably how they spell it in the UK.
Probably.
L-A-M.
It's probably got a W in there somewhere.
Yeah, probably.
It's got several W's.
The Welsh
And a
CES
that's not pronounced.
The Welsh version is just 6 W's, and that's it.
Yeah, and an apostrophe in the middle.
Yeah.
It's like lamb, you fucking idiot. Like, why are you saying woo? It's lamb. God, you're stupid. It's so funny they look at you like you're the crazy one.
Yeah.
It's Norwich. What? What?
Yeah. Edinburgh.
How am I crazy?
Edinburgh. Not one O. Not one O.
There's a G right there, though. I see it loud as day, dude.
Yeah.
Like,
yeah, if it was
Also, we have
located in Pennsylvania, it'd be Edinburgh.
And Greensboro.
Yeah,
so
yeah.
pick one.
we have Greensboro, we have Pittsburgh.
Now it could potentially be called Edinburgh if it was in Pennsylvania, but
Right, sure.
Edinburgh, Edinburgh,
Either one.
That'd be closer.
Yeah, I would be
More accurate.
more accepting.
Yeah.
But they always trump us with the we did it first, and to which I'm like, well, I mean, Egyptians did hieroglyphs, but we made the iPhone. So
Yeah.
is first always better? I don't know about that.
Yeah.
I think we just took it and made it better. So
Yep.
all our UK fans are so mad on their keyboards right now. We just didn't come see you and like. No, you guys are great. We're just teasing you. We tease you because we love you and we know you can take it.
Yeah.
Yeah, because you guys tease us back for sure.
Yeah, for sure.
People in the UK definitely love to joke back.
Yeah, that's why it's so fun.
Yep.
Moment of silence for the
it's definitely
Silence for the table.
for the tour.
It's hard to say fun when your brain's still cold and frozen.
When you're trying to
I'm still
use your monkey hands to do
jet
it.
lagged. We just got back yesterday.
We literally got back late last night.
Yeah,
We got home at like midnight.
It's been a really long day today. I taught a drum lesson, did a bunch of merch inventory.
Yeah.
Folded up all the UK tour
nice,
shirts.
badass. Rolled them with the tape.
Yep, got them marked
We got
up.
tape here too. Nice. Well, you know what? That's about 45 minutes. I think if it's all right with you guys, we can move over to the Viper section.
Yeah.
All right,
do
everybody.
it.
Thank you so much for being here with us. If you want to become a VIP, get access to a lot of cool shit, head on over to lamaybe.com/VIP. And we will see you over there momentarily. Driz, take it away.